मेन ग्रुप आहे त्याच्यामध्ये आणि जी डिव्हिजनचा एफ स्वेरी डी म्हणून आहे तिथे येते सगळ्या डिव्हिजन आहेत त्यांना त्या डिव्हिजन जॉईन करता का जॉईन होते एफ स्वेरी नाव आहे
Okay, good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, so 40 participants are there. We wait for 1 more minute and then we will start. Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, once again, good morning to all of you. So last lecture we have, I think, written all these points related to fourth chapter, relativistic mechanics. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So let us discuss these points one by one. So first is introduction, then postulates of special theory of relativity, then Lorentz transformation equation for space and time, numericals, then 3 points are there: length contraction, time dilation, and equivalence of mass and energy. So all these are derivations actually. हे सगळे derivations आहेत: Lorentz transformation, length contraction, time dilation आणि equivalence of mass and energy, that is famous equation E is equal to mc square. So we take overview of these things. So relativistic mechanics, so it is related to theory of relativity, special theory and general theory of relativity given by scientist Albert Einstein. It's a famous theory. So two types are there in this theory of relativity. First is general theory of relativity, which is related to gravitation, and next is special theory of relativity, which is related to motion of the particle. Now in our case, in our syllabus, we are dealing with special theory of relativity. In this case, 4 derivations we have to check. So to understand the derivations or mathematical terms, we have to understand the concept first. So relativistic, the word comes from relative. So we start with one question: what is the meaning of a relative? Can anybody tell? Relative means what?
संबंधित.
ओके, संबंधित किंवा आपण मराठीत रिलेटिव्ह म्हटले की डायरेक्टली आपल्याला काय आठवतं, कुठला शब्द आठवतो? नातेवाईक, बरोबर. तर नातेवाईक जर आपण घेतले, सो यू कॅन अंडरस्टँड इट इन बेटर मॅनर. आपण नातेवाईक म्हटले की काय करतो? वेगवेगळे रिलेशन्स लावतो आणि त्याच्यावरून आपण ते जे रिलेटिव्ह आहे तर ते डिफाईन करतो. सो सिमिलरली वी आर रिलेटिंग द थिंग्स इन द नेचर or in day-to-day life. For example, if I ask the question, whose length is more, chalk or duster? Okay, so answer is the length
Duster.
of duster is more than chalk. Yes, but it is relative to duster and relative to chalk. Means two things are there. We are relating the length and then we are deciding that whose length is more. Similarly, position, similarly motion of two particles, similarly time also. So all these things are relative to each other. Means, for example, what is the exactly time right now? So it is 10:09 a.m. Okay, so it is relative to our area. For example, I am sitting in Pandharpur and we are in of course Solapur plus Maharashtra area. It is restricted to one location on the earth. So it is near about 10 a.m. or 10 to 10 minutes. That is standard time, we can say. So relative to other countries, this time is perfect, or relative to universal time, this time is perfect. But is it true that the same time is in USA or UK right now? So it is not true. In other areas, time is different. So we are relating the things and then we are defining the time, position, motion, length, etc. So when we are considering the postulates of special theory of relativity, so two postulates are there put by Albert Einstein. First postulate is related to motion of the particle. So anyone knows what is meant by inertial frame of reference and non-inertial frame of reference? हे होतं का सिलेबसला? Inertial frame and non-inertial frame.
Oh, sir.
Okay, so can anybody tell what is meant by inertial frame of reference? Inertial frame म्हणजे काय असते? Anybody or anyone want to share? Otherwise, I will continue. Okay, so inertial frame of reference. So inertial means non-accelerated frame of reference. Inertial means non-accelerated frame of reference, and non-inertial means accelerated frame of reference. आता non-accelerated frame of reference म्हणजे काय? Acceleration means change in velocity. Okay, so non-acceleration means there is a no change in velocity. So that frame is called as inertial frame of reference. For example, if we use this slide and picture, so here two frame of references I have shown, S and S dash. Two systems are there, S and S dash, where S dash frame of reference is moving with velocity V with respect to S. So concentrate on each and every term. So two inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference म्हणजे काय? नॉन ऍक्सिलरेटेड फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्स. ठीक आहे, हे मी एक्सप्लेन करून सांगतो. नॉन ऍक्सिलरेटेड म्हणजे नेमकं काय? आयदर इट इज ॲट रेस्ट or it is moving with constant velocity. Simple explanation. Either it is at rest or moving with constant velocity is called as inertial frame of reference. For example, this S dash is moving with velocity v 50 km per hour with respect to first frame, that is S. Maybe it is moving with 30 km per hour. असं कन्सिडर करा की या दोन कार आहेत किंवा व्हेकल आहे आणि दोन्ही एकाच डायरेक्शन मध्ये, वी कॅन कन्सिडर पॉझिटिव्ह एक्स डायरेक्शन, एकाच डायरेक्शन मध्ये मूव्ह होतात. एकाचा स्पीड 50 किलोमीटर पर आवर आहे, दुसऱ्याचा 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर आहे. सो कॉन्स्टंट स्पीड दे आर मेंटेनिंग. सो they are relative to each other. That's why I have used the sentence S dash is moving with velocity v with respect to S. Okay, so by mistake, if you are making the scratches anyone is doing, so don't do that. So here when we are considering two frame of references, then we have to consider four factors. आपल्याला इथं 4 फॅक्टर कन्सिडर करायचे. फर्स्ट इज स्पेस कोऑर्डिनेट. सो एनी प्रॉब्लेम इज देयर? आदेश G34, you want to say something? Okay, am I audible? Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I request that if anyone is having audio or video on, you can just mute that and don't make scratches etc on the screen, so that we can't lose concentration and we can continue the things. So try to concentrate it first. Already it is difficult point. I'm trying to explain it. सो आपण इथे दोन फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्स कन्सिडर करतोय. तर इथं लक्षात ठेवा, इथं तुमच्या लक्षात येत असेल की इथं कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टीम आपण दाखवलेली एक्स वाय आणि झेड ही एस साठी दाखवली, एक्स डॅश वाय डॅश आणि झेड डॅश ही एस डॅश साठी दाखवलेली आहे. सो व्हॉट इज द फोर्थ फॅक्टर? फोर्थ फॅक्टर इज टाइम. सो स्पेस अँड टाइम कोऑर्डिनेट्स, वी हॅव टू चेक लॉरेन्स ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्पेस अँड टाइम कोऑर्डिनेट्स. So space is nothing but xyz, time is nothing but t. So for different frame of reference, different coordinates are there, that is xyz t for s, x dash y dash z dash and t dash for s dash. Next point is length contraction. So what is meant by length contraction? So here I have told you that this special theory of relativity is related to motion in space, related to particle, or related to that frame of reference. Okay, so when we are considering this frame of reference, then we have to consider these factors. First is length contraction. So you can observe here easily, as velocity increases, the length of this circle shrinks or contracted. and we can define that by equation, that is L is equal to L0 under root 1 minus v square by c square. So we have to check this equation with derivation. आपल्याला हे डेरिव्हेशन आहे तर ते बघायचे, चेक करायचे. तर इथे जर तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केलं तर तुम्हाला काय दिसतंय, तर एक सर्कल आहे आणि जसं जसं वेलोसिटी इन्क्रीज होते तसं तसं हे सर्कल आहे तर त्याची लेंथ जी आहे, म्हणजे त्याचा तुम्ही इथे डायमीटर पकडू शकताय, तर डायमीटरची लेंथ जी आहे तर ती श्रिंक होत जाते and length gets contracted here. So why it happens? So the answer is as velocity increases. Theory of relativity ही इव्हॉल्व का झाली किंवा जनरेट का झाली, तर त्याचं रिझन काय आहे, तर न्यूटोनियन मेकॅनिक्स जी होते तर त्याला काही लिमिटेशन्स आले and because of Newtonian mechanics this theory of relativity gets developed which depends upon velocity of particle or that frame of reference. So length contraction आपल्याला हे डेरिव्हेशन आहे डिटेल मध्ये चेक करायचे. Then next time dilation. Okay, so time dilation is another concept. Now I will explain, concentrate and try to listen carefully. What is meant by time dilation? So two frame of references are there, capital A and B, where A observer is moving with this spaceship and B is stationary on the earth. So I will explain in English first, then we will move to Marathi. So if two observers are there, first is in spaceship moving with certain velocity and another observer is at stationary frame, that is on the surface of earth, then for them how the pulse of light which is moving in that spaceship gets observed as per their perspective. So for first observer, that observer is moving with the spaceship with certain velocity. Consider two mirrors and one pulse of light gets generated, it gets reflected back from here to here. So if that frame of reference is moving, then for that observer the motion is like this continuously, that is up down, in that way that motion is there. But if for another observer you check, then for this observer the motion is like this. Here you can see, so this pulse of light is going up, but the position of that light is like this, then it is going down, then position is like this. Means for stationary observer the motion of light is like this, and the same motion for this observer is just a up reflection and then down. Means what happens here, according to observer A the motion of particle, and according to observer B the motion of particle is different, or pulse of light is different. So due to this what happens, time dilation takes place. What is meant by time dilation? To dilate means to lengthen, means time gets lengthened here. Means for this observer if it is 10 seconds, then for this observer it is different time. And we are not theoretically discussing this. NASA scientists have proved successfully. They have used two cesium clocks with the accuracy of picosecond, means 10 raised to minus 12 second, and one watch or clock we have kept on the earth, another in the spaceship. And after one trip from spaceship, if we compare these two clocks, then the clock A is moving slower than clock B. So why it happens? Because of this time dilation concept and theory of relativity. So we have to discuss that in detail with mathematical terms. So I can repeat this in Marathi. आता टाइम डायलेशन म्हणजे काय? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हा, आता टाइम डायलेशन म्हणजे काय तर पहिल्यांदा समजून घ्या. टाइम डायलेशन याचा अर्थ काय, तर दोन आपण पोझिशन कन्सिडर करतोय हे लक्षात ठेवा. मगाशी जे मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, टू फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्सेस हियर. सो सिमिलरली हियर ऑल्सो टू फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्सेस आर देअर. दोन फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्स आहेत, कॅपिटल ए जी मुव्हिंग आहे, दुसरी फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्स कॅपिटल बी जी स्टेशनरी आहे. तर हा ऑब्झर्वर जेव्हा या स्पेसशिपला आणि लाईट पल्सला बघतो तर त्यावेळेस त्या लाईट पल्सची पोझिशन याला वेगळी दिसते. या ऑब्झर्वर साठी ती सेम असते. कशी आपण बघूया. तर ऑब्झर्वर कन्सिडर करा स्पेसशिप मधला, जो एका पर्टिक्युलर मोशननं मूव्ह होतोय आणि तो जेव्हा त्या लाईट पल्सला बघतोय, हे दोन मिरर आहेत आणि या मिरर मधून ही पहिली पल्स आपण पाठवली, ती इथे रिफ्लेक्ट होती आणि परत इथे येते. तर जेव्हा हा ऑब्झर्वर इथे असेल तेव्हा त्याला ही अशीच दिसणार आहे, इथे असेल, इथे असेल तर ती त्याला अप आणि डाऊन या पोझिशन मध्येच प्रत्येक वेळेस दिसणार आहे. का? कारण का तो त्या फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्स बरोबर सेम मोशननं काय करतोय, ट्रॅव्हल करतोय. ठीक आहे. तर त्याच्यामुळं त्याला ही पोझिशन आहे तर ती अप डाऊन अशीच दिसणार. पण जेव्हा तो मूव्ह करतोय तर त्यावेळेस स्टेशनरी ऑब्झर्वर जेव्हा याला बघेल त्यावेळेस त्याला ही पल्स कशी दिसणार आहे, तर अशी अप जाण्याच्या ऐवजी ही मोशनमध्ये असल्यामुळे ही पल्स ऑफ लाईट त्याला अशी दिसून या मिररला धडकणार आणि त्याच्यानंतर जेव्हा ती डाऊन येईल त्यावेळेस ती मोशनमध्ये या मिररला धडकणार. ही कोणासाठी? तर स्टेशनरी ऑब्झर्वरसाठी. म्हणजे काय? तर फेनॉमेना सेमच आहे पण वेगवेगळ्या पर्स्पेक्टिव्हनं आपण जेव्हा बघतो. जेव्हा हे स्टेशनरी असेल तेव्हा ही पोझिशन असणार आहे अशी पल्स ऑफ लाईटची, जेव्हा ती मोशनमध्ये असेल तेव्हा ही वेगळी असणार आहे. तर हे का डिस्कस करतोय आपण? तर जेव्हा आपण टाइम डायलेशन कन्सेप्ट कन्सिडर करतो तर इथं टाइम चेंज होतो. कुणासाठी? तर या ऑब्झर्वरसाठी. म्हणजे जर हे स्पेसशिप 1 वर्ष फास्ट मोशनमध्ये जाऊन आलं तर जेव्हा ते परत येईल तर त्याच्यासाठी 1 वर्ष झाले असतील, पण या स्टेशनरी ऑब्झर्वरसाठी ती 5 वर्ष झाली असतील. व्हाय इट हॅपन्स? बिकॉज दॅट मोशन. म्हणजे काय की जेव्हा आपण त्या फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरन्सची मोशन क्लोजर अँड क्लोजर टू व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ लाईट जाते, देन दिस टाइम डायलेशन कन्सेप्ट ॲपियर्स. ओके, सो दॅट कम्स अंडर दिस थिअरी ऑफ रिलेटिव्हिटी. तर हे मी जस्ट तुम्हाला पिक्चरल व्ह्यूनं एक्सप्लेन करतोय. ॲक्च्युली वी हॅव टू डिराईव्ह इट मॅथमॅटिकली. मॅथमॅटिकल डेरिव्हेशन आहे ते आपल्याला डिराईव्ह करायचं आहे. सो आर यू गेटिंग दिस लिटिल बिट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and
Yes,
the
sir.
last concept is equivalence of mass and energy, that is E is equal to mc square. So you know this or you have heard this equation. So energy and mass equivalence we have to understand. तर त्याच्यासाठी पहिल्यांदा आपल्याला हे सगळे कन्सेप्ट, दॅट इज लॉरेन्स ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन, हे सगळं कळलं पाहिजे. कारण का आपण हे डायरेक्टली इथं डेरिव्हेशनमध्ये याच्या यूज करणार आहोत. Okay, so all these points we have to cover under this fourth one. कुठले लॉरेन्स ट्रान्सफॉर्मेशन इक्वेशन, लेंथ कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन, टाइम डायलेशन आणि इक्विव्हॅलन्स ऑफ मास अँड एनर्जी. तर आता मी इथं काहीच मॅथमॅटिकल डेरिव्हेशन दाखवलेलं नाहीये. इट इज जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन. सो इन डिटेल वी हॅव टू डिस्कस ऑल दिस थिंग्स. So now we move to our next chapter discussion. So next line give heading unit number 5, wave optics, and start writing these points. So everyone start writing in your notebook. So after completion of syllabus discussion we have to start our chapter. So everyone write this. याच्यामध्ये 2 पार्ट्स आहेत, डिफ्रॅक्शन आणि पोलरायझेशन. So first we complete the write up. So unit number 5 give heading wave optics, then give heading diffraction and start writing these terms. Introduction, then resolving power. So everyone complete the write up, then we will discuss. Okay, so some have written already the syllabus, so no problem. But if you are writing the syllabus by understanding, then it is better and you can recall it. So it's good that in written or in advance if you are written. But when we are discussing, just focus on that each and every term so that you can understand. So everyone write this: diffraction in that introduction, then resolving power, then Rayleigh's criterion, comma, next point is theory of diffraction grating, theory of diffraction grating and its resolving power. Then next line, give heading polarization. In that, first point is concept, comma, optic axis, optic axis, comma, next point Malus law, Malus law, comma, next point positive and negative crystals, positive and negative crystals. Then continue with next point, optical activity, optical activity, comma, specific rotation, specific rotation, comma, Lorentz half shade polarimeter, a Lorentz half shade polarimeter, and numericals on this chapter. So everyone complete this, and simultaneously you can mention your roll number in the chat box for attendance. If you have completed write up, you can mention your roll number in chat box for attendance. So in advance we can complete this. Okay, once again I request everyone to mention your roll number in the chat box. Okay, so is it over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes.
we will discuss this now. So in wave optics, there are two parts, diffraction and polarization. So these things you have studied in 11th, 12th. So some basic terms are there and new additional terms are there. We will discuss these things one by one. So we start with one question. So can anybody gives the definition of diffraction? You can raise the hand and I will call the name. Definition of diffraction. How we can define diffraction? Snehal.
Phenomenon of bending of light round sharp corners of an obstacle.
Okay, good. Any other want to share definition of diffraction. So I am asking
The
simple.
bending of light, sir,
हाँ,
the bending of light rays around the edge of an obstacle.
okay. So diffraction is nothing but
The phenomenon of bending of light around the corners of an obstacle or an aperture.
Okay. So diffraction is nothing but the bending of light around the corners of an obstacle and spreading of the light into the geometrical shadow region of an obstacle which is placed in the path of light is called as diffraction. That is the standard definition. So the student have given the perfect thing. So if you observe this slide, the same thing we are getting. So obstacle or aperture. Obstacle अडथळा, aperture म्हणजे काय, स्लिट म्हणजे काय, गॅप असतो. So if we observe this first picture, two pictures are there, small diffraction and large diffraction effect. So at the corners light bends and we are getting diffraction. Here the second one is nothing but also the obstacle, and at the corner these light waves gets diffracted. So diffraction takes place due to the obstacle and aperture. The light gets bent and we are getting diffraction pattern. So this is the first, that is introduction. Then next point is resolving power. Now what is meant by resolving power? So the capacity of that instrument to resolve the object or image of that object separately is called it's a resolving power. For example, telescope, for example, microscope. So if you observe the night sky, a particular area by the eyes only, so what you can observe? A bunch of stars. But if you use telescope, focus it perfectly on the same area, then you can see the cluster of stars separately, clearly. So that is the resolving power of that telescope. For example, if bacteria are there, we cannot see perfectly. So if we use microscope, adjust the slide in that microscope, so we can see the micro world clearly. So that is the resolving power of that microscope. So that we have to check. So we can define that perfectly by using Rayleigh's criteria. So I think everybody know the Rayleigh's criteria. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Rayleigh's criteria हे झालेले आहे तुम्हाला, बरोबर आहे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rayleigh's criteria मध्ये 3 conditions आहेत. 3 conditions are there: unresolved condition, just resolved condition, and well resolved condition. So unresolved condition in which we cannot separate the things, we cannot distinguish the image of the two objects. Just resolved means just they are separated from each other, and well resolved means their separation is much more, so that we can see them correctly, perfectly. So we have to discuss these 3 things once again. That is the distance between central maxima and first minima, and how if it coincides then it is well separated and it is not separated, depends upon that. We are discussing Rayleigh's criteria. Rayleigh's criteria मध्ये आपण काय करतो, तर जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड कंडिशन जी आहे तर त्यालाच आपण Rayleigh's criteria म्हणतो. सेंट्रल मॅक्सिमा फर्स्ट मिनिमाशी कोइन्साइड होत असेल आणि वाइस वर्सा, फर्स्ट आणि सेकंड, तर त्याला आपण जस्ट रिझॉल्व्ड असं म्हणतो. सेपरेशन जास्त असेल तर वेल रिझॉल्व्ड, सेपरेशन खूप कमी असेल तर अनरिझॉल्व्ड, हे आपण चेक करणार आहोत. देन नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज डिफ्रॅक्शन ग्रेटिंग. Diffraction grating means what? Simply a glass plate, and on that glass plate we have scratched fine lines which are equidistant, of course, same distance. If we consider the area between two
सर आवाज
scratched,
येत नाहीये.
आवाज येत नाही. ओके, हॅलो,
येतोय सर.
येतोय sir.
okay, okay sir, okay, so please check the connectivity maybe. So in case of diffraction grating, जर diffraction grating आपण बघितलं तर ही काय, एक ग्लास प्लेट आहे. हे आपल्याला एक्सपेरिमेंटला सुद्धा आहे, आपण हे डिफ्रॅक्शन ग्रेटिंग वापरतो. तर इथं फक्त ग्लास प्लेट दिसते तुम्हाला, पण ऍक्च्युली ही कशी दिसते किंवा कशी आहे, तर इथं आपण काय केलंय, फाईन लाईन स्क्रॅच केलेल्या आहेत युझिंग डायमंड पॉइंट, आणि या दोन स्क्रॅच मधला जो गॅप आहे त्याला आपण काय म्हणतो तर ट्रान्सपरंट रिजन. म्हणजे काय की ग्लास आहे, त्याच्यावर जर दोन स्क्रॅच तुम्ही काढले तर मध्ये ग्लासचा एरिया राहणार जो ट्रान्सपरंट असणार आहे. सो दॅट ट्रान्सपरंट एरिया ऍक्ट्स ॲज अ स्लिट हिअर, slit. Okay, so due to that what happens, diffraction takes place, and here we are getting thousands of slits. So what happens exactly when we pass the light? So the next slide you can observe. So white light source is there. We can use mercury source, or here torch is shown. So when we pass this through slit, this is the instrument slit to focus the light, then we are passing this through diffraction grating. हे आता जे तुम्हाला ग्लास प्लेट सांगितलं तर ते आपण इथं ठेवतो. So when we use this diffraction grating, what happens, due to this transparent region it acts as a thousands of slits and light gets diffracted, we can get the diffraction pattern. So this is screen, or we can say our eyepiece or objective. So in that we can observe this clearly. जर ती स्ट्रेट लाईन मध्ये आपण बघितली तर आपल्याला व्हाईट स्लिटच दिसणार here. That is central image. And if you rotate our eyepiece on LHS or RHS, that is spectrometer we are using, so we can get the spectrum of different colors. You know the pattern, VPQR, that is violet to red. So on LHS, RHS we are getting the same pattern. So what we are doing exactly here, आपण काय करतो एक्झॅक्टली तर डिफ्रॅक्शन ग्रेटिंगनं स्पेक्ट्रम मिळवतो, याचे अँगल्स असतात ते आपण मेजर करतो. आपल्याकडे स्टँडर्ड इक्वेशन आहे, त्याच्यात आपण या व्हॅल्यूज टाकल्या की आपल्याला काय मिळतं, वी कॅन गेट वेवलेंथ ऑफ दॅट स्पेक्ट्रल लाईन. यू नो दॅट द विजिबल रिजन इज फ्रॉम 4000 एंगस्ट्रॉम टू 7000 एंगस्ट्रॉम. तर आपल्याला हा जो रिजन आहे तर त्यातले वेवलेंथ्स आपण कॅल्क्युलेट करतो by using this diffraction grating. So in our syllabus all these points, Rayleigh's criteria, theory of diffraction grating, and its a resolving power, म्हणजे त्या grating ची resolving power सुद्धा आपण काढतो. So we are having only 2 minutes. Are you getting these things? Wave optics, diffraction part?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so now
Yes,
we conclude with one question. What is
Yes,
mean
sir.
by polarization? Unpolarized light म्हणजे काय आणि plain polarized light म्हणजे काय? So we have 1.5 minutes. Anybody want to share? Unpolarized light म्हणजे काय आणि plain polarized light म्हणजे काय? Anybody want to share? You can unmute yourself and you can explain or share the information. You have studied this, of course, that's why I'm asking. What is meant by unpolarized light? What is meant by plain polarized light? Okay.
Light vibrates in all possible planes perpendicular to direction of propagation.
Yes, it is called as unpolarized
Unpolarized.
light. And what is meant by plain polarized light?
The
Anyone?
phenomenon of restriction of vibration of light to a single plane is called a polarization light.
Okay, it is called as plain polarized light. So everyone have marked the attendance in the chat box, I hope. And today we conclude here, we stop here. So next lecture we will discuss these things in detail, that is polarization.